Hii miti walikuwa wawekea miti hivi, kuhang hivi, alafu wakaweka hii kama post. Hii waliweka kama kikingi ya kushikilia kitu ya, wanaweka majani juu wasinyeshewe na makaratasi. Kama makaratasi wawitaji wanabeba wanakuja kuwekelea juu wakati wa mvua. Sasa wakati wakimaliza wanafunga vitu yao wanaenda. Wanaacha nyumba ikiwa ni nyumba kama hati tu ya kuja kulala na kukula na kuona.
These people, they don't have actually a main target of any animal. You know, their main target is to get game meat, bushmeat, yeah. Right. So they can target elands, zebras, buffalo, even elephants at times when they can get maybe an average or rather maybe a juvenile elephant, they can kill it for meat.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons Mount Kenya Trust is here, is that the resources given to Mount Kenya National Park simply aren't enough to protect an area of this size and importance.
Ni mzuri watu wajue umuhimu wa mnyama, sababu nikiua ndovu moja nipata 200, hakuna kitu napata. Lakini nikiwa kwa kazi nikipata hii mshahara napata ile natosheka na hiyo. Inafaa inalisha mtoto wangu, inalisha yule mwingine na yule mwingine. Lakini nikiwa ndovu nikula mpeke yangu hakuna kitu inanifaidi. Kwa hivyo ni mzuri sana watu wakuwa wajue hii kazi iko na muhimu na ndovu iko na umuhimu. Hata mnyama yote wa msitu kuua ni makosa.
One of the main challenges here is that they are not armed. So you find that these guys, the poachers here, they use dogs, they have spears, at times also they have firearms. So it is very difficult for them to go to someone who has got a firearm, right, but then you're not armed.
Sure.
So that is one of the main challenges.
They're poor communities, you know, so they're gonna welcome cheap meat. It's a very difficult position for them to be in, even though they know it's wrong. Most of them know it's wrong. It's a very difficult position to be in. Here you are on the boundary of the forest, and you can take advantage.
And you're living day by day.
And you're living day by day.
Got a cheap meal.
There are a lot of challenges in this region, including wildlife conflict with humans, especially elephants. People live on the very, very boundaries, not much of a buffer zone, and there's constant conflict, which has just escalated with a population increase. Constant conflict with elephants. So we try to help reduce that conflict with elephant fences. And then they're much more able to understand that, you know, that there is a need to preserve the forest. And now that we don't have the elephants bothering us, we can actually think about that and think more long term.
Wakati hizo ndovu zilikuwa zikiingia, tulikuwa tumejenga tunyumba hapa nje ili tuwe tukilala mahali pale, zikija ili tuweze kufukuza irudi kwa msitu. Wakati tulikuwa tukilala nje kulikuwa na shinda mbalimbali. Kulikuwa na magonjwa kama lemunia hivi, na tena wakati zimeharibu ile mimea tulikuwa tunaomba msaada kwa serikali kwa sababu ya chakula. Na wakati huo tulikuwa na shida kwa sababu ile lilifu inakuja ikiwa imepimwa ya siku 2 ama 3, wakati huo mwingine waenda kwa Mount Kenya Trust imetusaidia sana, na tumeona wakiwa msaada kwetu kwa sababu wakati walitusaidia kuweka hii fence tulipata wakati wa kulala.
The crops is their livelihood as food or as cash crop. When they are destroyed by elephants, they are left helpless. So that's why, other than trying to keep or contain the elephants inside the protected area, that's why we are also advocating the issue of corridors, where elephants can move from one area to another without much trouble, instead of confining them in one protected area. Elephants used to move freely from one area to another without problems. But as the population density in the country and the rest of the world kept on going up, the elephants cannot move. And this is not good because of the genetic pool, because it will weaken the genetic pool. And that's why, to us, the corridor is very important.
What makes this corridor so unique, and this whole underpass, is the fact that it is linking two very, very different habitats. You've got your high montane, so 2,000, 3,000 meter forest, and lowland savanna, and right into the north. This is two very valuable pieces that are an integral part of the elephant's survival. My father, who is a professional hunter, he then came and lived here, and I was born here. And I think he and my grandfather taught us the importance of looking after the land and caring for the land. And I think, you know, I'm very fortunate to have had that insight. This is the last chance that we could do this, you know, with who knows what's going to happen with land in Africa, so to speak. So whatever we can do now to ensure that corridors can be put in. There are a lot of places in this country where corridors would have been fantastic, but now the moment's been lost really because of small-scale intensive agriculture blocking any opportunity. There's always land, you could always buy land and make things happen, but it's quite difficult to move people when they're established.
I got a passion for beautiful indigenous forests. You know, we were up there this morning. You know, I love it in those forests. I think they're really pristine wilderness. I sort of think if you can preserve the forest, the animals will be automatically preserved within it. And we're extremely lucky with the communities surrounding this forest. They really appreciate the value of the forest and have looked after it extremely well.
Nĩ tũteithĩkaga mũno mwena wĩgiĩ mbura, mwena wĩgiĩ ngũ, na mwena wĩgiĩ nginya mĩako ya ĩrĩa twakaga. Tondũ tũtarĩ na mĩtĩ rĩ tũtingĩhota gwaka. Reke njuge atĩ tũngĩenderea kũhanda mĩtĩ, niĩ nĩ ngenagĩra ũndũ ũcio, tondũ nĩ ũtuĩkaga no ũtuĩke ũteithio witũ wa ihinda rĩa thutha-inĩ. Hakwa niĩ ndĩ mũtumia wĩtĩtwo cũcũ, na no nyende gũthomithia tũcũcũ na mbeca iria tũgeka atĩa, iria tũngĩona haha. No nyende gũkona kapuroti ndĩ nako igũrũ rĩa tũcũcũ tũrĩa ndigĩirwo. Ũguo rĩ, no ngene wĩra ũyũ ũgĩthiĩ na mbere.
The reason I feel Mount Kenya Trust is incredibly important, apart from being able to help with the obvious things on Mount Kenya, is that we're bringing in every single angle about what conservation needs, including the education, including the community, and including the security side and the more serious side of a lack of fuel, a lack of vehicles, and a lack of men. And I feel that we really can't make progress unless we tackle each one of those issues at a grassroots level and really work with the government agencies who are in the area and given the charge of preserving and protecting this amazing resource.
We've got to all live together somehow, and it's exactly what we've tried to do. We've just tried to make everything fine. Who knows what else is going to come up this corridor there? You know, I think we'll have elephant, you know, buffalo will be coming through. We'll see, you know, who knows?
This is about wildlife, but this is about humans too. And you can protect wildlife in other small conservancies, or you could give money to a hospital. But if you're not preserving the resources that look after people and the resources that mean that there's business and economy will keep running, then you might as well give up anyway. I really believe that Mount Kenya is one of our most precious resources for the Kenyan people, and that its future will dictate what will happen to Kenyan people. There really isn't a forest or a region in terms of population that's more important in terms of what it does for the rest of the country.